We are back at K1 Speed Phoenix, the new location, and it is GP Challenge, also known as League Night. And man, I can't believe how many people showed up for this thing. We were used to, at the old location, getting maybe 12 to 15, and usually I think it was, if there were more than 13 drivers, they'd break it into two groups, but we had 42 drivers at this thing. And we're on track number 1. Here's a short clip I got from Tyler of the driver meeting beforehand. 42 people. Crazy. So they did split us into 4 groups, sort of at random, but kind of by experience. It was not perfect. So that's Tyler going out on the track. I did get some decent footage of Tyler during his 2 qualifiers. So again, the format is you have 2 qualifying races and then a final race. And because we had so many people, it was broken into 4 different groups. I was not having a great night, to be honest. I have not practiced a lot on this track and have not been in real go-karts other than the one trip out in December that Tyler and I, few races in, but I was rusty. I ended up in Group 4, and we're going to show you some of the Group A final, which is right here. Unfortunately for the guy who was the fastest tonight by far, in his final, his kart kind of died out, and he ended up going from probably about a 4 or 5 second lead in first and dropped to last place. And basically, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just bad luck. Sometimes that happens. Doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. Lots of contact out there. When we get to my race, you're going to see some more contact. I didn't love that, and I think the staff did a good job, all things considered, especially having such a long layoff. We're now into Tyler's race as he goes from P5 and shoots straight up into P4. It was a bit chaotic, and it took a very long time, much longer than I'm used to for a league night. And a lot of good, fast drivers out there, a lot of younger guys, and Marissa. So I think Marissa was the only female in there. She's experienced racer from the previous location too. But yeah, here's just some more footage of Tyler. Tyler ended up in Group B, P5 in Group B, and if you want to see where he finished and how his race went, go over to Tyler's YouTube channel and take a look. I will put a link in the description to get over to Tyler's channel. So let's jump ahead to Group D. We were the last group out there, and I was pole position in Group D. Not a whole lot to brag about there exactly. Here is a helmet cam. So they do include a helmet cam for your final race. And then I'll have some another angle that's provided by Tyler as well. So we were able to capture each other's races on our phones because we weren't in the same group. So that was the one advantage there. This kart understeered like crazy, way more exaggerated than in my qualifying rounds. I had a qualifying time of a 25.7, I think, and that was obviously not very good. But here we go into lap 2, and I'm really just trying to feel this kart out and hopefully can get it dialed in, because I felt that understeer immediately and was trying to throw my body out to get some better traction. Here's a back marker already. I'm not sure what happened with this guy, probably a spin out of some sort, but no big deal. There I am with a little bit of a lead there, but now I'm slowed down by that back marker, which is letting, I believe his name is Bo, that's in P2. Yeah, I'm now definitely getting slowed down here. So I'm able to get past him pretty quickly, but I definitely lost time there in doing so. Went too wide there. This is a flat out turn 1, flat out. You do brake for this hairpin going to your left, and then you're back on the throttle immediately. Here it's just a lift. and then you're back on the throttle. Another slight lift here, which I struggled with most of the night, is I tap into the wall there, and Bo goes by in the middle of lap 4. Clean move. I have no problem with that. He definitely had better pace than I did in this race, so more power to him. So let's see if I can hold off P3 here, or even make a move back on P1. But I was struggling with that cart. You can hear this thing just kind of sounds like it's grinding, but you can see P3 coming up the inside there. I did not give him an opportunity. Close the door going left, and you can see he is right behind me. And I really didn't try to take a defensive line the entire time. I really was just trying to learn how to drive this kart and understand this track better. So as we go back around and down the long back straight, with just a slight tap of the brakes before you make that left, and then again it's flat out here. It's the beginning of lap 7, and you can see P3, and you can kind of see P1 off in the distance. So Bo is taking off. Really, at this point, I'm trying to hold on, but there goes P3. I give him room, and then I get shoved into a wall, which obviously is going to slow you down. Where I'm from, you need to make a clean pass, and that was definitely not a clean pass. That kind of contact that shoved me, I wouldn't say shoved me into the wall there, but he definitely pushed me into the wall. I had nowhere to go. Once I hit the wall, I slowed down, so I'm not too happy about that. You can see me throwing my arm up trying to get somebody's attention, one of these stewards, but that is a wasted effort. And I kind of get it, but it's a little frustrating, and I think maybe maybe drivers need a little more instruction, and maybe there needs to be some consequences about contact, because, man, the whole night there was quite a bit of contact, and that was discouraging to me. But we still got a few laps to go here, and I am desperately just trying to find the line there. I'm just shaking my head at myself because I'm frustrating. But now you can see P4 is right behind me, and I'm not making up a whole lot of ground. This whole lap just looks rough and sloppy, and then I get a nice little nudge that shoves me into that wall. And I am shaking my head. I think I probably throw my arms up again. There we go. That's pretty frustrating. That was a lot of contact, and it was hard to see because you're seeing the front of my cart. I got some assistance going into that wall. That wasn't all me. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So that's pretty frustrating. So here we are now back in P11, and I'm trying to chase this guy down. I get a decent exit there. One thing I'll say about these carts, these newer carts, and maybe it's just the time off I've had, I had a lot of trouble with especially gas and, well, not gas, throttle and brake. They felt like they have a delay. And I don't know if that's true or not. They do not feel like a mechanical connection where you hit the throttle and you get an immediate response. So everything just felt like the timing was off. I was starting to kind of dial in brake pressure, but the timing for brake and then getting back on throttle, I just never felt like I had it. But we have a back marker in here now that is slowing down me and P3. That I really was about to send it through there, especially because I was pretty frustrated with already getting shoved twice. But I decided because I really wasn't sure who who Cart 13 was, and I didn't want him to be an innocent victim of my being frustrated and making a move I normally wouldn't move unless it's retaliation. So I decided not to. I back out. Here we are, last lap. I realize that's where I'm going to end is P4. I think I should have been further up the field there, if not for that contact. But what are you going to do? It is what it is. It was nice to get back out there, but I'll be honest with you. it is a very long night. And from what used to be maybe 2.5, 3 hours at the old location, I was out at on that Sunday night for 4.5 hours. So with, drive time and me being quite a ways away, it's tough. But anyway, if you're going to go back out there and we have a large group like this, be prepared to stay late, and be prepared to get nudged around on track, and you can deal with that how you see fit. So I think for me, if I end up going back out, I will get more practice in, and I will keep my elbows out on the track. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.